What's up, everybody? It's Alex Winking. Michael, hope everybody's having a great Tuesday morning. Wanted to get away from the office for just a little bit and bring you guys a new video. And looks like today is an awesome day. We have a lot of new details on the PlayStation 5. Looks like, man, Sony has been loose-lipped about this thing. There is a ton of new information. A lot of new details have emerged. Got a great article to share with you today. As always, the articles are referenced below. But let's get into this article. That kind of details a lot of stuff. Again, I'm kind of surprised that Sony is being so forthcoming with all this information, especially when it looks like we're a little bit farther away from the PS5 than originally thought. But here's what we got. Sony just laid out everything there is to know about the PS5. This is via Engadget. Expect the PlayStation 4 to stick around for at least 3 more years. Now, this is an interesting transition plan by Sony that I really like, actually. I think it really just sort of lets everybody ease into next gen, really continue to support the former platform really well. But we'll kind of go into this a little bit on how they're going to do this. Sony's next generation console isn't due to launch anytime this year, but the tech giant has surprisingly been generous with details. During a corporate strategy presentation, the company has listed all the information as revealed so far, confirming yet again the PS5 will have backwards compatibility. Since it has a similar architecture to the PS4, it will be able to play games designed for the current gen console and will also be compatible with the current version of PlayStation VR. That's a good move. We will leverage backwards compatibility to transition our community to next-gen faster and more seamlessly than ever before, the company's presentation said at the event. Sony intends to use PS4 games to encourage early adopters, which is critical for the PS5's success. In fact, it promises more AAA games for the PS4, seen as it will remain an engine of engagement and profitability over the next 3 years. This may hint at Sony pricing the PS5 at a loss and relying on the PS4 to keep the gaming division in the black. Brilliant, brilliant strategy here. Very surprised that they're releasing this information so early, as this basically is the game plan for their the next 12 to 18 months, and it's just right out there for someone like Microsoft to follow suit with. But this is a great strategy. I think that there's no way that they can lose with this, other than maybe Microsoft beating them to it. But either way, this is a situation where everybody wins. Consumer wins, they win, everybody wins, if it's executed correctly. Even though the upcoming console will have similarities with the PS4, it will be powered by an all-new CPU and GPU. In an interview with Wired, lead system architect Mark Cerny said it will use a 3rd-gen AMD Ryzen CPU with 8 cores and a custom GPU built on AMD's Radeon Navi family. This is all information that we've was revealed previously, I believe a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 to 4 weeks ago, somewhere in that realm. They also will provide the console with immersive 3D audio. In addition, the PS5 will use solid-state drives for storage instead of hard drive. The SSD, along with its other components, lead to a significant speed bump at the event. Sony showed how the PS5 is around 10 times faster than the PS4 Pro when it comes to loading complex scenes. This is really where the strategy works for Sony, because now you've never had this happen before, where previous generation titles that are AAA are developed on an older console. But now if you buy the new console with the backwards compatibility, you're getting an upgrade in the content that you purchase. That's what makes this investment so ingenious and what makes this an incredibly good move. Because now the people that buy the PS5, we're not waiting on titles. We don't get the first 6 titles, blow through them, and then just wait for content. And then we're not as upset when we get watered-down content that was designed for a previous console that really doesn't look any different on our new hardware. In this case, it does. It loads faster. It looks better. That's really a great move, and it really bridges the gap for Sony. This is an excellent idea, and hopefully it works well in practice as well. The upcoming console will also support 8K graphics to be able to make the most out of all the 8K TVs making their way to the market, although don't hold your breath for any 8K native games, given that's essentially beyond even the most powerful gaming PC. And perhaps most importantly, for those still not sold on going 100% digital, it will still have support for physical discs, though Sony didn't mention what discs it'll be able to play other than PS4 games. Sony intends to make PS5 orders consider streaming as an option if they haven't yet, though it plans to improve the quality of its PlayStation Now offerings until users consider streaming just as good as downloads and discs. Plus, it intends to leverage its partnership with Microsoft to achieve growth and scale faster than ever before. The two tech giants recently announced their team up to build technologies for gaming and content streaming. I'm interested to see how that is going to work at this point. It's really nice, good, and fun that they're kind of teaming up right now, because both of them have next-gen consoles in development. but not a lot has been said on Microsoft's end specifically. I could see this getting salty real fast again, to be honest, as we get closer to where they start to really compete head on for the next generation market. And hopefully they continue to maintain this partnership and use the most out of it, get the most out of it for both parties. But realistically, these two are top competitors. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what analogy I could give you that this is like, but I could just see this situation imploding in a bad way. So, I don't know. Fingers crossed that it continues to work out, though, because, again, the only person that really could win from that is a consumer. So, hopefully they continue to play nice together. It kind of goes on to say, unfortunately, Sony still has yet to reveal when the PS5 will come out. We know for sure that it won't appear this year or where it will first become available and how much it will cost. Have to keep waiting for the company to reveal those details as we get closer to the rollout. And then obviously Sony will not be talking about PlayStation 5 at E3 next month. In fact, it won't be talking about anything because it is skipping the conference. So, this is really great news as a fan of video games. If you are a fan of video games and you own a PlayStation console and you even somewhat remotely like Sony, you win here. I think that you win here absolutely. Unless this thing comes priced at $1,500, which it won't, I think it's more than reasonable to charge $800 for it if the specs, line up with what they're saying. If everything aligns with what is being put out there right now, I think it's more than fair. They probably won't do that. I'm guessing a $599 to $499 price tag. And like they said here, the model is take a loss on the new hardware, keep it moving in the black with the other old hardware, the AAA games, the first-party games, and all that good stuff. Really excited about these details, but I'm actually really interested to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is enough? I mean, for a next-gen console, or is there anything that people are concerned about? That's genuinely what I'm interested in. I really do want to know what, everybody kind of thinks about this as consumers, as fans, as video game players. Like, what does everybody think about Sony's kind of next 12 to 18 months, their cycle? I think this is an incredibly good move. I think that we just all win with this. But as always, comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate all the other people that have subscribed as well. Thank you guys so much. I'll be putting out probably a lot of videos this week. May even do 2 a days. But I want to say thanks again for everything, and I will see you all on the next one.